Mr. Anirban Dey, who attained a bachelor's degree in chemistry from Kolkata University, a B.Tech in oil and paint technology from Kolkata University, M.Tech in paint technology from Kolkata University, has been working since April 2000 in Shalimar Paints Limited as an assistant executive industrial coatings, followed by specialty coatings, senior chemist industrial coating, PBG Asian Paints Limited, Technical Manager Automotive Coatings, BASF India Limited, Technical Manager OEM and Industrial Coatings, and has been with Evonik Industries for the last 1 year. We also have with us Mr. Ulhas Babal from Evonik Industries, who attained his bachelor's degree in chemistry from Mumbai University, a diploma in paint application technology from Mumbai University again, master degree in business administration from Sikkim Manipal University, and he began his work with Asian Paints Limited as a technical officer wood coating, followed by Nippon Paint India Private Limited as a technical manager wood coatings and enamels, Indofil Industries Limited product manager coatings with Evonik Industries for the last 3 years. Please give them a big hand, show some generosity, get your energies higher. Thank you so much.
Here it is next, and if I go back, this one is pointer, no? The pointer is this one, no?
Okay, so meanwhile, there's an announcement that our sessions are live on YouTube, if in case you'd like your family, friends to watch them. Yes, we are live on YouTube currently and throughout the day.
Very good afternoon to all of you. First of all, I want to give thanks to IPCA and give me this opportunity and give me a chance to share the same dais with Mr. Shiv Khera and renowned personality like Sharad. Now I am giving some lecture on the most boring subject regarding additives in coatings. My content is new coating additives, additive solutions. There are so many additive solutions. I go for dispersing additive, wetting and surface control, leveling and defoamer, and some idea about co-binders and specialty resins from Evonik. And my colleague Ullas will take you through that aerosol and Acimet part. This is very interesting slide. That extreme left you see aerosol, surfenol and tego, and now that is combined, we give coating additives. This year we all go along. We are aerosol, we have an experience of 70 years, 75 years. Air Products, surfenol is a brand name, it is from Air Products. They have an experience of almost 40 years and Tego almost 25 years. Now to go to your customers for better understanding, better surface, better support, we are all coming to a single BL, that is coating additives. So we are rookie, but we are most experienced in the market now. Little bit, as a leading supplier, we just give some idea how we are. We are now in the top 1 and 2 in the position of the market. Innovation partnership, almost 40 with leading customers. There are almost 500 brand broad spectrum of the additives range, so it is very difficult for me to cover all the things. I just give you overview of the additives range with us. We have invest more than 4% of R&D ratio, and production and laboratory sites, we have more than 30 all over the world. And including all the three, we have around 500 employees, and all are more experienced, I can say. Now, the products for coating tailored solution market needs. We have additives. You get some good famous brand name here, that is Tego, Erase, Carboate, Getaspart, Surfinol. That Erase and Carboate, Getaspart or Surfinol are all from Air products. Then it is performance silica and fume silica. You know Aerosil, Aerodisperse and Aerosite, and Cypernet and Acimat. You may don't know that much that regarding Cypernet. My friend Ullas will take care of that. Cypernet, what is that? If you see the coating solution, that's why we give the name of that as a coating solution. You see that in the surface to the coating layer, we are everywhere we have the solution. Now we come straight away to the dispersing agent. We have so many chemistry. I don't want to repeat the things. You just go through that we have so many chemistry, so many additives. We just mention the name of the additives and what are the chemistries are. Now it is a question that everywhere sometimes I face to customer when I visit, that what is the dosage I put in the formulation for this additive? See, if you go through any of the data sheet of any of the supplier, you see there is a range they put. It is maybe for black, it is 70 to 80%. For organic, it is 30 to 50%. But always you keep in mind that this dosage is not a fixed. You have to check that once it is reducing, that viscosity is reduced, again it goes up. And your color strength, when it reaches a permanent level, it will never increase. So it is your responsibility to identify the perfect actual dosage to understand. It is not a... Now I come to some of the dispersing agent we have in the market, and very famous. One is Tego Disperse 673. Actually, it was developed by Evonik, or earlier Tego, that last 1 year back, but we promoted this additive very aggressively in India, and it is 100% active matter, and for black pigment, I can say it is one of the best dispersing agent, whatever I check in lab, against any of the dispersing agent you have used earlier or now you are using. So not only black, it will work in oil with inorganic and other organic pigments also. Then another thing I mentioned, that is Tego Disperse 675. That product is no solvent, it is dry powder. And I don't want to name the competitor's name. You may understand that it is one of the it is hyper-dispersion chemistry, and that good for coil and GI and printing inks. And another one I mentioned, that is 747W. It is actually for water-based and specially for oxides pigment. You know, oxides is very difficult to disperse because it has unique structure. It has different structure. So
the journey where we keep
what we actually created. In fact, we were the only paint company. Driving habits.
Face some problem of settling.
The journey where we keep learning all throughout.
For those problems, this is one of the best additives we have.
From Uber.
And we proudly mention that some of the big multinationals in India already they have tried this additive in their formulation, and they get very positive results. So it is one of the very new and very important products in our portfolio. Another important message I want to give, that this additive, if you for white also, though it is used for oxides, but for white you can reduce your TiO2 loading by around 20%.
That's what it is
So
about.
this is
तो ये
another
आपके लिए क्या- So
important
आपको सबसे
information for
important
this.
slide in the front today goes with a
Now
very
I
high
just
energy.
give one slide for our newly that products, that air products side, that you can say JITAS parts. Maybe you know those who are earlier used air products. That is JITAS parts, that side. That is JITAS parts 1200 from 2500 to 3800. That is suitable for resin-free system. And this side, it is for resin-containing system. Now, this is a website that can link, that www.fazt.com. Actually, this link was developed by Air Products, and the unique thing of this is if you use this and put your pigment name and concentration, it will automatically give you the how much quantity of dispersing agent you require. So it may help you to regarding the formulate of the new development of product. But one thing it will give at present only the JITAS parts. It will not give you the other TEGO additives, because it is now we are doing some activity to introduce our positioning our earlier TEGO additives in this. So at present, if you use only, you get the JITAS parts suggestion. Now I come to surface tension. See, difference in surface tensions, it is very important. So if in your coating field, you always face a problem of flow, crater, everything. It is a very common phenomenon. Because I know when I was in BSF or Asian Paints, always customer complain that is a crater problem, and we come straight away to the customer end. So it is very, and a very common problem is the appearance. So now what type of surfactant or what type of wetting agent is good? There is two type of surface tension. One is static, one is dynamic. You just go through, you can identify that dynamic surface tension is very important for those which has very fast, I can say, application, right? Like printing ink, like the application of the RoboBell in automotive. There, that surface tension will reduce that, which additive gives you lesser time for this, that dynamic surface tension is very good. So which one, I just show you the curve here. Here you see the upper one is fluorosurfactant. You know the fluorosurfactant is best for giving the best performance. But if you see the last one, super wetter and dynamic wetting agent, this will good for the whatever I mentioned, the printing ink and very fast application. So our air products have that type of additive, that is, you can say, dynol grade. And in TEGO grade, we have TEGO 8500 that gives some amount of dynamic surface tension. Now, what I say earlier, it is very difficult to cover all the additives. So I mentioned most of the top 5, whatever we sold in the market. That is in wetting additive series, that is OET 240, OET 270, OET 500, and the effectiveness. If you see the anti-crater, leveling, substrate wetting, then OET 270 is the best for anti-crater, like Twin 4100. It has actually Gemini surfactant, and it gives you two type of effect. One is low foaming. It gives some defoaming action as well as strong anti-crater effect also. Similarly, leveling and flow. Leveling and flow, it has actually two, in surface, it has two different locations. On substrate, it is flow, and on the upper layer, it is leveling. Now, as a seller, if you go to any customer site, they may complain on the appearance, they may complain on the leveling. I just suggest you one thing, you just go through a DYA meter and just check SW and LW of that film. From the SW and LW, you can easily identify where the problem is. It is not always that it is a problem of your paint film. It may be from the substrate. If it is SW problem, then it is a substrate problem or maybe a primer problem. Or if it is a LW, then there is a chance of clear coat. So if you identify that, keep in mind, then you can sort out the problem. Likewise, in leveling part, generally, acrylate additives gives you better performance. Now question is, how much quantity of acrylate additive I put in the formulation? When I visit customer, they usually, when I ask them that what amount it is in your formulation, they say it is around 0.1. My suggestion is to them that remove that 0.1, because for acrylate additive, there is no effect you get with 0.1. So that can be taken care by solvent composition only. So if you acrylate additive you use, minimum 0.5 you start, then go around maybe 1% also. And for leveling, your silicone additive, and what I earlier say, that depends on the speed of the application. You suggest you take advantage of the whatever your requirement, either fluorosurfactant or it is a better dynamic surfactant that you choose. Here also we have different products, that is Tego Flow 300, Glide 410, Glide 482, 450. So it is different purpose, sleep. For sleep, we recommend 410, and for 482, we have this for waterborne resin, waterborne systems. Before I go to the co-binder series, I just mentioned a little bit on Fomex RX. It is our defoamer and deaerator. That for waterborne, we have Tego Fomex series, and for solvent-borne, we have Tego RX, I think. And in this year, I think so many customers are here, they have a complaint that our defoamer, in Evonik defoamer is good, performance-wise good, but they have a complaint that that is very costly. So this year we introduced this 10 defoamer for decorative field specially. It is different types, and you can easily identify the color code. That silicone-based emulsion is purple color, that is self-emulsifying concentrate is the blue, and silicone-based concentrate, and which system it will go. That suppose gray, orange, green, and light green, that is different system like vinyl acetate, acrylic. So we put there, you can easily find out in which system it will go and which type of application, which type of product it is. Now I come to the co-binder system, co-binder in coating system, what we offer. What is co-binder? As the name suggests,
Jaipur,
the binder,
the big city, I hope you all have been having a wonderful time since the past 2 days, especially last night.
Some additional property.
Did you all have fun yesterday?
That is co-binder.
Yes,
So
people
we
at
have
the
two
back.
types
Did you
of
have fun
co-binder. It
yesterday?
gives you hardness,
And are we all
flexibility,
awake
gloss,
today
and
for this
different types
session?
of addition improvement or better chemical resistance. We have so many co-binders out of different co-binder series. I just mentioned these 5, Tego Very Plus SK. I think everybody knows about Tego Adbond LGW. It is very popular as a co-binder. It gives improved adhesion in your system. And Tego Adbond DS1300, it is for waterborne on formulation. Regarding specialty binder, we have, along with co-binder, we have specialty binder series. It is for different application like cook and bakeware, high solid coating top coat application, and heat resistant application, heat resistant resin, I can say. For cook and bakeware, we have silicoftal. It is silicon polyester resin system. We have a high solid coating top coat application, Silicotop E900 and 901. I just, in next slide, I give some description on this specially. Next is silicon epoxy hybrid resins. It is Silicopon EF and ED. And in heat resistant category, we have Silicofen AC900, that is air drying. For heat resistance, those who have a problem of curing, because for silicon resin, what I recommend 250 degree is the necessity for the curing to get the full property of silicon, because in Indian customer, generally it goes around 180, but to be precise, 250 degree is essential for curing that any type of silicon resin. Otherwise, you get some, not get some property like solvent resistance and all. So Silicofen is our answer for that. It will air drying and cured by catalyst. Now what I mentioned, I just give some idea on Silicotop E900. That is our silicon polyester resin. And this will give you, it is 90% solid and low viscosity. In market, if you find that there are so many high solid resin, but in generally, they are high solid. As I work in R&D earlier, they are high solid, whatever they supply. Initially, it is 70%, but it takes more solvent. Ultimately, whatever 60%, it comes 75% same. So here, it is 90% solid and low viscosity. The facility, what are the facilities? It is give you good appearance. And unique thing, it has very good, excellent water resistance. I give you some lab study here. In generally, you know that in PU finish, it is polyester polyol. Any PU finish, there is a specification after 72 hours, we recommend for testing. And for water resistance and all, after 72 hours, we give this product, any film. But if you make this, you're clear with this resin, and I have checked, after 6 hours, I put that panel in the water bath, and there is no blister happening. So it is a unique thing. It gives very good property. And what are the application I just mentioned there? You just easily go through the pictures and understand that whatever you can use in anywhere. It is wood, you can ACE, marine, and construction also. Now there are so many nano resin also we develop. And I mention here only 3 nano resin. One is, that is grade is Albidur. Why I mention that? Because here in India, we got some positive result with this Albidur resins. This Albidur PU5640, first of all, I just go through the benefits. It is increased crack and crack propagation prevention, excellent permanent friction properties, improved stone chip and impact resistance. Very important is that, because you know the car manufacturers and tractors manufacturers, they have a permanent problem of this stone chip resistance. One of the big customer, big supplier, or I can say big paint house in India, they have a problem in their in fender part. They have a problem of stone chip resistance. To improve that, they have used this Albidur PU5640, and they got very good result regarding that problem. So, and this Albedo 1223 is a new product from us, and it gives you better flexibility in epoxy, in air drying finishes. So with this, I complete my part of the additives, and now my colleague Ullas will go through your silica part. Thank you very much.
Is okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Just to take you through the rest of the portfolio of Evonik has to offer, and I'll specifically talk about the powder products that we have. Most of you must be aware about the brand names of Ace Mats and Aerosols. Aerosol, as Anirban earlier mentioned, is a product which is in industry for almost more than 75 years, and but then most of you must be aware about the applications like aerosols are used for rheology management and Ace Mats mainly for matting. But of late we have worked to see how these products can also be used for other value addition to your coating systems, and that's where my part of presentation I will be trying to focus on. So the competencies that we talk about when we talk about aerosols are primarily the rheology control, obviously, and then we talk about the applications of these aerosols into powder coating because of the nature of product which it has, and then the special effects that I'll come through in the next slides. Ace Mat, yes, basically it is a matting agent which gives you an alteration on your surface finishes. But then the special effects that we talk about, which you can also achieve using different grades of Ace Mat. So Ace Mats, primarily you have better matting efficiency and transparency with different grades. These are easy to formulate products and also easy to process. And these are compatible with most of the products, whether you talk about water-based acrylic systems or 100% UV curing systems. We have products for all. And then it gives you a control over your formulation by means of controlling the dosage to get the desired mattness. When you talk about aerosol, rheology control during production, storage, and application is primary role that aerosols play. Stabilization is of pigment, specifically the anti-settling properties that they had to offer. And then the secondary effects that aerosols provide are improving the corrosion resistance, enhance scratch resistance. These are the properties that we would like to highlight upon in this presentation. And obviously for industrial applications, aerosols are the known products, but then for water-based applications also, we have of late came out with the dispersions of these aerosol grades, which are aqueous. Some of those are pure aqueous dispersions, which does not contain any surfactant at all, so that you can use it into your water-based systems without thinking of any surfactant leaching or any interaction with your existing raw materials that you use. And then we have other specialty products in dispersions, which are also solvent-based, which can be used to enhance the scratch resistance of your coating systems. So, which special effects that we are trying to focus upon is, primarily for aerosol, it is corrosion resistance. For aeroxides and aerosols, we talk about free flow of powder coating. For aerodisps, the brand name suggests that these are the dispersions of popular aerosol grades, which can give you scratch resistance. Then we have a specialty precipitated silica by the brand name of Cipernut, which we are recommending, which are sodium aluminum silicates, and we normally recommend them as a partial replacement of TiO2. And then for Ace Mat, the new added feature to the existing portfolio is the matting and the soft fill effect that they can provide to you. So I'll just give you a brief of what exactly we mean by a gloss and a matte finish. We know how it appears, but how it is attained. See, typically in a wet system, when we incorporate your matting agent, the matting agents would be dispersed into your liquid phase like this. But as the coating dries, the solvent evaporates, and the resin and the powder only remains into the system. So once all the solvent is evaporated, what you see is these matting agent particles, they start to come onto the surface and giving them roughness. If you have a resinous system only, you will see the gloss is significantly high, as we expect it to be into a automotive clear systems. But when we talk about wood coatings, which are very popular in India as a matte coating, you will need a surface which is non-reflective. And that's where the matting agents play an important role of converting your smooth glossy finish into a rough surface, which then scatters the incident light in a different directions, resulting into a matte finish. And that is how you can differentiate between a glossy surface and a matte surface. So matting agent is an integral part wherever you want to formulate a sheen or a matte finish. So this is how a typical appearance would be a very high gloss finish. Then you have a semi-matte finish, and then a typical dead matte kind of a finish. But then the important thing to note here is the angles at which we measure these finishes. If it is a high gloss, obviously we will check it at 20 degree. When it moves to a semi-matte finishes, we try to check it at 60. And if you have a dead matte finish, then to differentiate between the two different finishes, you need to check it at 85 degree. Now, from ACE-matte range of matting agents, the impacts or which it provides to your coating systems can be classified into three categories, like product properties, coating systems, and applications. One of the properties or one of the impacts that I would like to focus on here is the particle size or the morphology. Typically, we see that to achieve an matteness to your system, we load a particular matting agent and get the desired matteness. When you try to replace it, maybe some cost-effective matting agent with maybe a different particle size or a different morphology, you see that the dosage can either go high or can go low. But then when you look at it from when you check the gloss of these panels, you find that the shins are different. When you check it at a different angle, the glosses are different. And why does it happens? See, a typical case here is what we have tried to do is we try to fix the gloss using three different matting agents with three different particle size. TS100 is the highest particle size. Then we have 520 with 6.5 and OK 607 at 4.4. So different dosages are required. Obviously, the higher particle size will need lower dosage to matte your system, and the lower particle size will need higher dosage. So we try to match the 60-degree gloss to same level, and then we check the 85-degree gloss. You can see the major difference, and this is where the choice of matting agent or the particle size while selecting a matting agent plays an important role. I have a small video which can give you a clear idea about the phenomenon. Can we play the video? Okay. So you see two sides of the panel, one with a finer particle size and one with a larger particle size. So at one angle you will see that the gloss is same, but as you change the angle, you can clearly see the difference in the sheen. And that's how the choice of matting agent plays a very important role of what kind of finish that you are aiming for. So what it suggests is select the proper matting agent to get the desired gloss levels. So quickly I would like to take you through the applications or the products that we recommend for different industries. TS100 is our well-known product. 520 is our recommendation for most of the applications, like whether it is wood, plastics, and industrial coating. But recently we have come up with a cost-effective range of products from Evonik, and these are manufactured in Asia, whether most of our products are being manufactured from Europe. So these logistic-wise also, the availability is also good, and also cost-wise these are much more economical. Performance-wise, these are at par with any other matting agents that are available in the market. So based on the coating systems, again, these are the recommendations. You will find that 520 and TS100, these are more like a standard products that can be used across any applications, whether it is water-based or solvent-based. When we talk about UV, we specifically talk about ACE-matte 3600, which is a product specifically developed for UV applications, because we know 100% UV curing systems are very difficult to matte, and you will need a matting agent which can be loaded at a higher percentage without impacting the viscosity of your product. So this product has a special surface treatment. Even if you load it to around 20-25% to your formulation, it won't impact your viscosity to a high extent. So that gives you an advantage with this. So moving on to the benefits of aerosol. Popularly, it is known for its rheology control and the reduction in pigment settling. But what I'll talk about is a different applications or the properties that it has to offer. Primarily, the corrosion resistance. If you look at the range of aerosol products that we have to offer, we have it from hydrophilic to hydrophobic range. If you use the hydrophobic grades into your formulation, the one which we have used is R812S, which is the highest hydrophobic product in aerosol range that we have to offer. Because of its hydrophobicity, it won't allow water to permeate through the coating system. And if you look at this, this is a water-based primer. So when you use a hydrophobic aerosol into your water-based priming system, it gives you a hydrophobicity, which obviously results into improved anti-corrosion properties. Then I introduced about the scratch resistance. These are the dispersions of silica, very fine dispersions and nanostructured dispersions of silica, which when used into a formulation, they don't hamper the clarity of your coating, but can give you a very good scratch resistance and can keep your coating high gloss for a longer time. Similar are the applications for free flow of your powder coating, because that is more important when you apply your powder coatings. This is a new product, relatively new product that we are trying to talk about. This is again a titanium, nano titanium. When you use this has a photocatalytic effect, and when you use it into your formulation, this can actually take care of the algal and the fungal growth into your formulation. So you can see the difference with coated and uncoated surface. So you can see that your facades are as clean as they are applied, maybe 2, 3 years or 5 years of the service life it has to offer. So I'll just skip through this. Before I can close up, this is the last product that I'll like to talk about. Aerosols, we have been getting an feedback that these are relatively difficult products to disperse into your system. They are fluffy, so you find it loading more, you need to load more or find it difficult to disperse. But we have now come up with a series of products which will remove this bid mill process. You can directly do it into your high-speed stirring and get the same properties of existing aerosols. And the new products that we have come up with, these are the experimental grade VPRS92. It is nothing but an improvement over the existing best-selling product for us, R972, which is very easy to disperse. You can easily use this into your clear system under low shear systems. We are working on the full range of products. Slowly we'll be coming out with more products to offer through this easy to disperse grade. So I can, because the time is running short, I'll just skip through these. Yeah, sure. 1 more minute for me. So, okay. So just to sum up about the easy to disperse aerosol grades. See, these don't need any high shear equipment for their dispersion. The benefit to customers are, if you use this, you can reduce your production time and you don't need to use the multiple machineries to get the results. These have compatibility with all the coating systems. You can also use this into your water-based systems, and supplies with other coating raw materials. Like yesterday, during one of the presentation, they mentioned about easy to disperse pigments. So if you want to make a system which is purely based on an high-speed stirrer or a low shear system, this is the product that you can look at too when you use it. So that's the new product we have to offer from this. I would like to thank the IPCA committee to give us this opportunity to present our products and the portfolio to this good audience. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Sure. Thank you so much. I invite Ms. Pooja Sharma to present a memento to our speakers. Do we have Ms. Pooja Sharma? Ladies walking on stage, come on, gentlemen, give her a huge round of applause. Thank you so much for your time.